So the last podcast was Men Without Chests, episode 4, and this is really looking at false gospels, very weak gospel messages, which don't include the essentials. And why do people present a nice Jesus and a very sanitized version of Jesus? Now, I watched a recent video with Grylls where he's released a new book. He's got some what he highly respected theologians, as he calls them. I'm not sure who they are, and he talks about how he's experienced a very sanitized gospel, a very sanitized Jesus, and that's not what he's doing. But everything he expresses is very sanitized, is very mild, very much attractive to, I would have thought, unbelievers. Some people think that's a good idea. That's what we're supposed to be doing, attracting unbelievers. But actually, this is a misunderstanding of what's occurring in salvation. The reason the gospel is a hard message is because it requires the Holy Spirit to have been working in the life and the heart of that person who's receiving it, if they're to receive it. It is a miraculous thing to accept, that we are sinners worthy of God's punishment. That sounds like one of the worst kind of miracles you could imagine, but it is the greatest miracle. A lot of people are looking for signs and wonders, and they don't value salvation. But we need to be thinking about that. It is the reason the gospel is what it is, and it requires us to understand that we are under God's wrath when we're outside of Christ, and that justly so, we're to be judged by him, and only through Christ can we be forgiven and come into right relationship with God through the indwelling Holy Spirit that he gives us. If we don't understand the basics of the gospel, our standing before God, our legal standing before him, then we are lost. And if we're trying to present a gospel which appeals to unbelievers, then we're in a terrible state, and we're trying to sanitize in reality the scriptures in a way that just appeals to the unbeliever, which is a very strange thing to do. So Men Without Chests covers a bit of that. It's a bit of a meandering podcast, so give me some feedback if it's not really working for you. But thanks for listening, and subscribe if you want to hear more. Thank you.